Last time on Cloudfall. I wasn't quite close enough, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Last time on Cloudfall. Little too growly.
Do it as Mikey.
Last time on Cloudfall.
Mikey saved the day again.
God damn it, Mikey.
Everybody gave him chocolate. And then Hank Hill tried to punish him.
And Hubert said he was proud of me.
Did you say Hubert?
I might have.
Last time on Cloudfall. The island vacation from hell continued as the party made a mad dash across the fallen ruins in the lake. Before they could face down the invisible threat of the rainy hills, they had to cross a treacherous gap between islands, and not everybody was equally graceful in their attempt. Long story short, Doran got a great opportunity to show off a new compact glider that he secretly bought back on backseat. Everyone else was able to get across easily enough with a combination of whip-smart wit and a dash of magic from Journey and Poppy. Once Journey was in position on the rainy hills, they set their plan into action. Just as anticipated, the invisible beast attacked without hesitation. The party managed to light it up with fairy fire and then light it up with lethal force. It all came to an abrupt end with the demonstration of a lifetime. Guy's decades of martial training surfaced in a shining moment of steel and strength as he cleaved a corrupted great beast in a single motion. Now all that remains is the climb. Guy's body is heaving deep breaths, standing before the great felled beast, holding the heavy great blade of Lodom dripping with fairy fire and inky shadows. There's a chilled breeze over the lake as the clouds above shift from green to feeble red. You can see the tower in some detail now, and the scale of it is absolutely nauseating. The tower is colossal, reaching vertically from miles, disappearing into the clouds. And the structure of it is clear at the bottom, but higher up, it seems to be somehow made from natural stone. You see smaller structures hanging off the tower in a grand, symmetrical design, but much of it crumbling, ruined, or missing entirely. And Guy, this looks remarkably similar in construction to that strange kingdom you once saw after transporting yourself through a massive echo bell.
Did we get it? Guy turns around and kind of pokes at it with a sword.
You're asking us? You just killed it in one hit.
Felt like a good one.
Guy, your sword pierces the carapace, and a little bit of pressurized pneumatic fluid just kind of spills out of the mantis.
So what was this thing?
Guy, that was one of the great beasts.
What, the great beasts?
Indeed it was. The island we're on now, the Rainy Hills. This is Phoebe, the great mantis. Was.
So am I in some sort of trouble?
I think not, my friend. You were not the one that took this thing's life.
Well, we all saw it.
Well, it was corrupted. These shadows here.
Ah, yes. Who could have corrupted such a thing? Well, Probably an obvious answer.
My suspicions lie the same. Lenati, of course.
I thought you said she doesn't leave the Fey realm.
He does not.
The creature fell down when the Skyland fell.
Journey, as a wolf, is looking very irritated and is like pawing at the ground, kind of just nudging the body.
What's wrong, girl?
I get out of wild shape.
Is it something, Journey? What is it? What is it, Journey?
We saw Lord Trick corrupted in the same way, and he didn't come down here first. We can't say for sure that Lenati did this. I think that there's a good chance that the blue-eyed creature had something to do with it, more likely than Lenati.
Kree, too, seem to be brainwashed in some way, if not exactly corrupted in the same way.
Right.
Well, we aren't going to figure it out by standing around here, that's for sure. I think we should just try to keep moving.
Long shot, but can I roll maybe some sort of check to see what gave it power, or if it's an innate thing, like once it's dead, it's just a dead body. Like,
I see. Are you trying to learn something in this moment, or are you pulling on your previous knowledge?
probably pulling on previous knowledge because I'm inclined to agree with Aaron here that we should probably be moving.
Okay. Give me a history check.
16.
Okay. You know that great beasts are incredibly powerful, not just in their size and stature, but in their magic as well. You know that these things are chock-a-block full of high-impact magic, much the way that like a potent bismite crystal is. However, you know that these black shadows means that this thing has been drained of every ounce of magic it ever had.
I agree with Aaron. There's nothing to gain here. We should go.
I'm a lot injured, and I might need to rest unless any of y'all have something I can.
We haven't the
see.
time or the shelter.
Maybe I can figure something out.
Perhaps at the base of the tower.
Hubert gestures up at the sky and just kind of showing you all that it's red, meaning that it's about to go pitch dark here in the Feywild.
I'm gonna insta-bake a bread and butter for Journey.
Okay.
And it restores HP equal to 1d6 plus my intelligence modifier.
Ooh.
So that would be, I have to roll, right?
Yeah.
8 HP.
Ain't nothing.
And you also get 8 temporary hit points.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, great. Thank you.
It's not much, but it might help.
Still below half.
I'll stay close, Journey.
Yeah.
I won't let you fall.
Journey is battered and bleeding out, and Poppy just hands her a slice of buttered bread.
That's great.
This always made me feel better.
Yeah, thanks, Poppy. Sometimes it's the simple things.
Yeah.
It's getting dark quick. We should go.
Very well.
You're the one who was here before.
Right, yeah. Okay, I'll go. And I start walking towards the base of the tower.
Okay.
Doran's taking a chance to kind of glance around, still kind of hoping that he does see Tully running up from the distance, trying to catch up.
You're glancing back over your shoulder every few paces, almost trying to look like you're keeping out for danger when you're really keeping out for a friend. And then, in that moment, you all hear a voice at the same time that you rarely hear at the same time. It's Ganymede. He says, "Stop.
Oh.
You are not meant to go in this place."
Okay. Everyone else hear this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ganymede, what do you mean? We're supposed to go there.
I barely recognize it now, but this is the castle of the Autumn King.
We know.
I'm so sick of kings. God.
As mortals, you are strictly forbidden from entering without the permission of the ruling royalty.
Right.
Do you have any other great ideas of how we can get out of this place, Ganymede?
I do not.
Who's the ruling royalty right now?
Now, I don't know, but before, it was the King Hale. This was my home, yes? I keep trying to tell you, but no one wants to talk to me.
It was your home?
We've been a little busy, Ganymede.
Well, this place you call Lore. Before it was in disguise, it was a village here in the Feywild, in this very crater. Do you remember the cave that you found me in?
Oh, yes. Deep underground lore.
Hundreds of years ago, in that very cave, there was a great shaking. Everyone around me began to flee and then exploded. But I was already a statue at the time, so I do just fine. But in that moment, I knew I was no longer in the Feywild, even as a statue. I met only a handful of people in the hundreds of years I spent in that cave, and you were the first to accept my offer. But this was my homeland, and it used to be beautiful. The softest twilight sang to us from the other side, and everything remained in that last moment of dusk every hour of the day. You know, party time, forever. I don't know what happened, but this is bad. Unrecoverable, I think.
Well, we were told the land was corrupted, and it was from something that the Autumn King did, having to do with pulling power out of the land. It feels a lot like what we've experienced on the Skylands and pulling power out of the land and not giving any back. Maybe this is the big version of that. But you were pulled out of this place and into the sky, and
Yes,
now it's fallen back here.
yes. Good timing, by the way. All of you, I mean. Finding me? Primo.
Yes.
But if you entered this place uninvited, not knowing who might be in there, you're sure to get the royal ass whooping.
Well, we know who the ruling party is right now. We were kind of hoping to sneak on by.
Doran, did you get permission the first time?
I did. Don't know if that counts each time. Ganymede, if I got permission once, can I enter as much as I want?
Probably, but it's your dice to roll.
Who did you get permission from?
I think you know. Lanati?
Well, then that's easy then. If she's the ruling party right now, then we just go to her and we ask her if we can all go up there. She was
Right.
going to help us anyway.
Would that require another contract?
I imagine she'll want something from all of us.
I say no more Fey contracts. We're bound for a royal ass whooping out here if we stay here any longer. So what's the difference?
The way you handled that great beast, if you really want to go for it, guy, I believe in you.
Ganymede?
Yes, Palpy.
Did you say King Hale?
Yes. The Autumn King.
Means Lyrian is the prince.
Lyrian, yes, the young prince.
What do you know about him?
Their family was ambitious, but kind enough for the proximity to the unseelie court and the darkness that lies here in the Feywild. They were humble, kind.
I don't think he's kind anymore.
I don't understand. Why would a king destroy his own land, his own kingdom?
We aren't sure, but we think Lanati showed him an evil power, or Lyrian's father, I guess. I don't know. All I know is it seems like kings and queens just seem to keep fucking things up, so I definitely don't want to go ask anyone for any permission to do anything.
The usual suspects.
Yeah.
It could very well be that Lyrian thought he was doing the right thing by this place and simply got caught up in some Fey trickery.
Or it could have been his Fey trickery and a misunderstanding of something he was taught. We know that there's a process that Lanati shared that the whole picture wasn't given.
Now, I'm sure Lyrian holds no small share of the blame, but
Ganymede, would you be offended if we decided to go for it? Just try to enter.
I won't be offended. I'll be bummed if all of you get vaporized and your stuff falls to the ground.
us too. Why don't we vote on it?
How close are we to the tower?
Roughly quarter mile.
Okay.
Who wants to just go for the entrance?
I have another idea.
Okay.
I mean, I have to get closer to the tower to see it up close. But I think I might be able to climb it. And Aaron pulls out shopping flashback. Okay, so I don't know exactly what I want, but I want something that's going to be either like a climbing gear kit or something that, like a what's it called?
Grappling hook?
Grappling hook type situation, but more magical.
You need a grappling hook.
Grappling hook, but maybe just it can do something cool. I don't know.
Batman.
Yeah, I want a grappling type climbing, or just climbing gear with a grappling hook. How about this?
Aaron, you're back on backseat. You're strolling down the main causeway here in the marketplace. There are flower petals floating through the air, and you stop by a little curio shop that has all sorts of adventuring gear, climbing gear. What do you search for?
Aaron tentatively goes in the door, not used to actually having money to be in a place like this, and sort of walks around the aisles up and down looking for just kind of ropes and hooks and sort of just basic climbing gear. Mm-hmm. And so they're just perusing, trying to mind their own business.
Well, hey there.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Sorry.
Oh, no worries at all. I don't mean to impose, but you're Aaron, is that right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I am.
Like the hero Aaron of Backseat that was doing like the talking to the people and saving us and all that. That was you.
Sure. If you want my autograph, I don't really do that.
Yeah, I've heard you're weird about that, but
yeah.
Anyway, I've seen your crystals. I've seen what you can do. You looking for some gear?
Yeah. So I really like climbing, the great outdoors and like trees.
Well, why are we looking at all this shit? Come back here. Come with me.
Oh, okay.
She takes you into a back room immediately.
What's your name again?
She puts one finger to your lips. She says, no words, just commerce.
Understood.
So here we have a couple options. This one's called a sling hook.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little heavy, a little bulky and cumbersome, but you can throw it pretty far. About 100 feet at a time, and it'll yank you up right quick.
Wow. Looks pretty nice. It's a little big. Do you have anything smaller?
Yeah, maybe not quite your speed. How about this? It's called the Spider's Hat.
No.
Which is a little strange, I understand. It's not exactly a hat. It's actually a bunch of stuff. She opens a drawer, and you see a headband. It's actually a very plain little circlet that just goes around your head. But what comes with it are small fingerless gloves and what look like ballet slippers that go over your shoes. What these do is make you incredibly sticky. You can move on surfaces. You can stop on walls. You can stop on ceilings at any point. You have no penalty for climbing. You can move at twice your movement speed while climbing. In fact, you benefit from being on the wall rather than on the floor.
Okay.
Holy shit.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think these might be a little bit more what I'm looking for.
They're pretty chic, too.
Sure, I guess.
Fashionable. I like the little silver details down here.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Oh, and you said it's called the Spider's Hat?
The Spider's Hat.
Okay. Might need some
You can come up with your own name if you want.
work on that branding a little bit, but I appreciate it.
Well, all the stuff in the back doesn't have cool names quite yet.
Okay. Well, how much do I owe you?
Well, Doran's was 200. So this is probably going to be another 200 gold pieces.
Doran was here?
Well, of course. He came first. She nudges you. Doesn't he always?
Aaron's eyebrows just raise and are like going into their hair, like so high.
Your circlet's gonna fall off.
Okay, yeah. Here's the money, and Aaron just shoves it at them and then exits the shop as quickly as possible.
And my name was.
Through the skylight.
Basically, I can climb on all the walls and ceilings.
Your movement speed is doubled while you're on walls and ceilings.
Oh, okay. Sorry, had that wrong.
That's
Damn.
really fucking cool.
Spider's hat.
And you can stop on walls and ceilings as well.
Okay.
That's creepy.
And you have a spider's hat.
Hat. I'm just picturing a headband with a tiny little top hat on it.
I kept thinking of a spider with a newspaper hat.
How about to balance it? It says like spider's hat and stupid writing all
I
over
love
it.
that.
Yes.
I'm thinking like a little like the hipster beanie where it's like halfway on your head somehow.
I was thinking
of
of those like hippie, like it's just like a literal like thin shoelace band,
Oh,
like a
yeah.
circlet.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
But hammered into it, it says the spider's hat.
Yeah. Or just like in like cheap like jewelers like letters that get stuck on like a bracelet.
Friendship
Yeah.
bracelet?
Yeah.
There's like
forever.
a really tacky little metal spider at the front.
There it is.
With
That's
a black
Dangles.
glass
There-
gem in
there's
it.
a plastic spider on it.
Sorry, that was. I'm really excited about
Equipment
that.
damage over here.
It's like the little cupcake rings that you get.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my god.
Aaron's kind of dazed a little bit as you all continue to walk towards that tower. The island you're on right now is a great grassy hill that slopes down towards that massive tower ahead of you. But at the bottom of this hill, that path dips into the lake itself, and a shallow mire a few thousand feet wide separates you from the brickwork pathway leading towards the tower.
Okay, water. Is the water bad? Dorian steps his foot into the water a bit.
Yeah. On top of this water is a good 6 to 10 inches of black fog, this permanent black mist that sits on top of it. And Doran, you know that moving through this fog is no issue. Breathing it in is toxic, deadly.
Doran takes his foot out and it's just like bone.
So not good. But Doran, moving through this water, you feel nothing. The water is cold and unforgiving, but it's water.
Okay.
Is it shallow all the way across?
Seems like it would be based on the angle of this here, but you're not entirely sure. You had also seen holes in the island before, so who's to say?
Doran?
Doran, use your stick.
I'll find another one. I lost that one.
Oh, your favorite stick.
How far is the distance across the lake?
A few thousand feet, it says here.
Well, that's too far.
No?
I don't think I want to walk in that.
Can you fabricate it into something?
No.
Make some ice?
Yeah,
Hold
I'll just
on.
fabricate a few thousand feet, Doran.
The whole table should know. We fucked up fabricating
I knew.
so
The
bad.
first
Did you
time
know?
around.
I knew, but it was like, why would I just derail this and just be like, actually?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
worked.
Yeah.
As you near that mire, you all start to lose sight of the tall grass here, with only the tips of some of those cattails poking out from the black fog on the water. And looking about halfway across, amid the darkness here, you see a single barren black tree and a few boulders, and nothing else. A great distance across the swamp, you see a stone roadway rising from the water, with massive stone archways punctuating every 100 feet or so. Even from this distance, you can see much of that stonework has crumbled to feeble, withered columns.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use fabricate.
I've been watching John play Tears of the Kingdom, so I'm like, Ultra Hand?
Yeah.
And I'm going to stick the tree to the boulder and then
Forward,
stick that
forward,
to the.
forward.
Yeah. Just log.
Sorry, we're just afraid to walk in the water.
So far.
Can you tell there was a walkway at one point? Sort of, it looks like it just got flooded.
Yeah, if you trace where that stone roadway goes, you could try to make sure that you're on that as you're walking through the water here.
Maybe we should just stick to the path and try to use a stick, right? Or some branches to feel our way in front of us.
Journey. I know you don't have many Fey buds now, but can they glow and can they go in the water, or is it dangerous for them? We could see where the ground is.
Yeah, maybe that's not a bad idea. I don't think they breathe the same way we do, so maybe it would be all right. And I'm going to gesture for one little bud to follow my hand and then point at the water to kind of light things up and see if we can see underneath there.
You all watch the Feybud kind of descend under that black fog, hesitantly as it does, but it seems to be unaffected. Journey was right. They don't breathe like you do. When it gets under that fog, you can barely see a dim glow coming from underneath. Very little else. When it gets into the water, you see practically nothing.
Okay. Okay, come back, little guy.
Yeah, I kind of just reach out my mind.
It comes back.
Well, that didn't bring a lot of comfort.
We might be able to make it if we take it slow, but it will take quite a while.
And you said that there were crumbled roadway pieces every 100 feet or so?
So this expanse is like all water. You can just see where the road rises back up out of the water at the end of this pathway here.
Okay.
So it's all water and then all road after, and then the tower.
Are there logs or any other material? Are there trees around us? Real trees?
So there's trees behind you, but from here on out, it's just water and then like little pieces of grass and cattails poking out of the water. And about halfway across, there's one single tree and a cluster of boulders around that tree.
I'm in pretty good shape. I can go first.
Just apropos of nothing.
Okay, Doran.
Doran Abs Driscoll.
Unfortunately, if I do sink, though, I have such like a high muscle mass to fat ratio that I'll sink. I can't
All
swim.
right, go.
Doran low BMI.
Deep eye roll from Aaron.
You going across first, Doran?
Well, yeah. I'm going to use prestidigitation to just kind of like shoot little gusts or like little breezes just to kind of move the fog away.
Yeah.
Probably not going to help anything, but at least I can see the water. So.
Yeah. As you push that fog away, kind of the vortex effect is pulling in new fog from behind it that more or less leaves you blind anyway. But you do get occasional glimpses of the water's surface.
Okay. Only other thing is I'm also holding my lockstock dagger, like just it's attached to my hip, and I just have my finger on the button just in case. So, yeah. Keep going.
You all hear the solemn sloshing of Doran walking through the weeds there. Shortly after, who follows?
Poppy, if you feel like getting on my shoulders, I could follow after.
I'm already up here.
Oh, there you are. Very well.
Let's have everyone make a quick perception check.
Great at this.
Doran can take advantage on this one.
Does this involve sight?
No.
12?
23.
Poppy's feet are in front of Guy's eyes.
Oh,
Guy got a
sorry.
4.
23 for Aaron.
18.
All right. The 23s, both Aaron and Doran, hear Mikey talking to Huber in kind of an aside. Mikey saying, Huber, I don't feel good. I think I keep getting some of this smoke.
I stop. Guy, could you at all maybe lift Mikey up too? He's a little too short to be making this trip.
I can carry Mackie.
You can?
Yeah, I'm really strong.
I'm sorry.
And I go over to Mikey.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
He gives you uppy hands right away.
Yeah, why don't you get on my back?
He reaches up towards you, and you begin to heave Mikey. And Journey, yes, you are incredibly strong. Mikey is incredibly heavy. Even so, you're able to hoist him up, and Doran, looking at Journey, you see her biceps and shoulders flex out, and they're so vascular beyond what you expected. You actually just kind of turn away in that moment, like, oh, shit.
What is Journey's strength?
I count as one size larger when determining my carrying capacity and the weight I can push, drag, or lift.
Dang.
You're an ant.
Okay.
I'm big.
I didn't know that. I didn't know you could do that. That's awesome. Okay, cool. Sweet.
Yeah, Mikey is riding on shoulders. He looks happier.
I see Doran's the only one who decided not to carry somebody.
Mikey, does your shell float in water?
I mean, yeah, if I land on the shell, I'll float, but
That would put his face directly in the vapors.
No, if you land on your back, you mean.
Yeah, if I land on my back, I'll float.
But you'd be in the vapors.
Yeah, it's not good.
What if we...
All had big shells.
Yes. What if we put Mikey on his back and use Pinch to close up his head hole? He goes in, his shell.
How come every time Aaron says, what if we, I end up getting hurt?
I think I'll just keep carrying him.
I'm just trying to come up with ideas here, folks.
I think Mikey needs to breathe.
We do have one more turtle to worry about.
Also, Pinch didn't make it.
Oh, no. We didn't?
He burned to a crisp last time.
Oh, Pinch.
gosh. So cruel.
Another noble sacrifice.
How many pinches must die?
I pull out a big, what are the leaves that you put in soup?
Bay
Bay leaf?
Pull out a big bay leaf and I put Pinch's burnt hand on it and I send him off in a little Viking bird.
Just control flames ignited or something.
Firebolt.
Guy pulls out a little scrap of paper and adds like a 30th notch to it.
Pinch's
it.
deaths just
Yeah.
get more and more dramatic every time. The drama.
Doran is bravely leading the pack across the mire here.
Are you make a roll for that?
Roll for brave.
Yeah.
Well, you make an insight and see if I'm not brave.
Yeah, do that.
Ooh, 22.
Am I doing perception or persuasion?
Or is it deception?
Yeah, you're doing performance, Doran.
Performance? Okay, 23.
24, Doran.
Oh,
This is not a pizza.
Interesting. High rollers. Yeah, you can see Doran's making a great show of appearing confident, but
But his knees are
May
knocking.
not
You can see just a crack in the facade.
A little bit of mom spaghetti on my shoulder.
as you cross through here, you can't help but notice a stench.
Ooh, especially Guy.
And sure, you may have smelled a swamp before, but this is like a swamp born inside a city sewer, born inside an infection.
Oh.
Ganymede, is this why you told us we should not cross?
Guy, what is this? I'm sorry, I want to disconnect. Fuck this.
No, Ganymede, no. Oh, actually, that's much better.
And then there's a sudden breeze. And you swear you could see those boulders start to move. When you look up, that tree is no longer there. That single barren tree halfway across the mire has disappeared. And suddenly standing before you, as tall as that lonely tree, is Lanati.
Yep.
She's staring down at Journey with a sympathetic smile, her arms wide open, and a sweet, fresh fragrance washes over the swamp. And she opens her mouth, but just as she starts to speak to you, you hear two tiny splashes. The sound of Doran and Journey's charms falling into the water. Poppy, I need you to make a wisdom save.
Add +3, please.
24.
Incredible. But you fail
With a 24?
by 1.
Holy shit.
Poppy, you see the gorgeous, inviting face of Aluma that you've seen once before. Not that she had ever revealed her name to you, but you know it intuitively. She is welcoming and kind, with large apple cheeks and ringlets in her hair, looking down at you smiling. Doran and Journey, you feel a hollow scraping inside your stomach as the vision of Lanati, of Maeve, fades away into the true form of Lanati, the hag. The rotten stench of the mire fills your lungs again, and your eyes hone in on a withered, loathsome creature. Lanati stands barely 5 feet tall, with a crimson red face and faintly glowing yellow eyes. Her skin is cracked and torn as if poorly fit. Her teeth are slender and crooked in her mouth as if borrowed. Not to be mistaken for a human. Not to be mistaken for anything with a heart. She looks down at you.
Leaving? So soon? Eager to get back to the hunt, are we? Very good, very good.
I don't understand.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. We're just heading this way.
And I think we've been here quite enough, so if you would excuse us.
But just a moment. Young Journey, why do you look so upset, my child?
Why, is this a test?
Journey, you see drifting all around Lanati are these dully glowing sprites. Feybuds, but they look dazed, tired, stupefied. One of them drifts towards Lanati as she strokes her chin in thought. And as that Feybud passes by, she idly reaches up and pinches the sprite between her fingers. Still idly nodding to herself, her eyes fixed on Journey, Lanati puts the squirming Feybud between her teeth and bites down, causing a spray of colorful, fluorescent fluid to dribble down her chin while she chews.
Yes, very good. But the worst is yet to come. The tower is punishing. Not even little Doran knows its true horrors. Little Doran.
We're still trying to do what we came here for, which is to get rid of the Autumn Court.
Why? Whoa. I don't understand.
What's the matter, child?
And she reaches out to touch your face. You see sudden understanding in her eyes as she looks between all of you.
I see.
You hear a cracking as she straightens her back out. She says,
Are you going to take all of this on without my help? Or will you swear a pact and accept my blessing?
It's not a blessing, it's a curse.
Oh, I don't know. I think we should hear her out.
Poppy, we are not taking anything from this.
Why do you look different?
Different? Oh, child. I don't look different. I'm still Mother.
No, what? No. I don't understand.
Are you denying me? Yeah. What a waste. What a waste. All that time I put into you. Doran, you'd better go, my boy. The clouds are calling you.
as for these few,
I can't leave without any of these people.
you all start to see movement. You hear something sloshing. Those boulders all around you. They were disguised by Lanati. What they really are a herd of Catablopus.
Go what?
You see moving in the dark here a small swarm of bison-like creatures standing up from the mire. They look like overgrown buffalo, but their necks are 3-5 times as long as they should be. Their face like swine with overgrown tusks, massive lumpy tails growing out from behind them, and slick brown lumps of bacterial growth all over their fur. The stench alone is enough to kill, and there's a herd of them here.
How close are we all to each other?
Very close.
Poppy's tiny hut.
What's going on up there?
I cast a 10-foot radius immobile dome of force around all of us. 9 creatures of medium size or smaller can fit inside the dome with me.
Casting time?
1 minute. So I'm going to start as soon as I see them.
Yeah.
I'm going to frantically try and cast this.
Okay. Yeah, you all hear Poppy start some spell work under her breath as Lenati starts to grin, that colorful juice still dribbling down her chin.
The creatures and objects within the dome, when I cast it, can move through it back and forth freely. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through. Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. The atmosphere inside the space is comfortable and dry regardless of weather outside. And it lasts for 8 hours.
Okay. As this is coming, Poppy, you've still got some work to do. These catoblepus start to rise.
Okay, let's calm down a bit. We are trying to pass through, and our mission has not changed. What you set me out to do, I fully intend to act upon.
Then you may go.
My strength, as you may know, is acting through others, supporting them. We have a shared vision for what we want to do.
Then you will choose. One stays with me.
This is a new deal you're offering?
This is your punishment. You deny my offer, my bargain?
We have already agreed to complete your task.
You've not agreed to anything. The nameless boy has.
Well, we've all agreed to help Doran on this task.
You will not speak again, corpse.
Oh.
Why did you eat it?
You see her eyebrows kind of crook up as if she still thinks she's Lenati in your eyes for some reason. She says,
Oh dear, I didn't eat. What did I eat?
The bud.
No.
I don't understand. I think the flowers or the smoke have gotten to me.
Poppy, you're getting closer to finishing your work, almost done here, as this is stalling out.
1 pinch of salt. A splash of vanilla.
Poppy's Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Maeve, I am not like you. I act within my means, and I need all of them. I can't finish this alone. The years I've spent just trying to get this group together, we've killed one. We've killed one since we've been here. Smilegrin is no more, and we know much more about the rest. I mean, perhaps we can talk a new bargain or something to lend us your strength so that we can act more swiftly. Why take one from me?
A new bargain.
Potentially. I mean, we'd all have to agree upon it. But
Perhaps I could lend you the power to pass this tower. Young Doran.
the power of tower. No, the tower.
So that's what this episode is titled.
There is one in your heart, Doran, that I would like to have in my collection.
And she gestures up towards the Fey Buds. She says,
I see him in your mind. Rune, bring him to me, and you will have safe passage.
I bring Rune back here.
I want his mind for myself.
I could contact him. I could even have him.
Bring him to me, and I will grant you my power.
Wait,
Doran.
I don't understand. What do you mean collection?
Oh, dear.
And Journey has tried to get Mikey off of her shoulders and put him anywhere else.
yeah, he's off by now.
And she's just kind of dipping her hands in the water and picking up these buds that are so wrong.
Yeah.
I don't understand. What are you doing?
The colorful droplets of essentially Fey Bud blood is running through your fingers.
Perhaps it's just best, young Journey, if you died.
You all hear the rising of Cloudfall from all around you. They raise their tails high into the air, and you see this dark energy begin to swell. Time for some saves, Journey.
Oh, no.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw,
Okay.
and then
Plus
make
3.
2 more of those.
Add +3.
Oh, no. First one is 12. I'm sorry, I'm not even reading my character sheet. Constitution saving throw,
Yep.
13.
Okay.
Second one is dirty 20.
Okay.
Third one is 18.
2 successes.
Good. This is like 1 minute scene that takes like 4 minutes in
Yeah.
the movie.
Keep panning back to Poppy and zooming in on the beads of sweat rolling down.
That is 36 necrotic damage.
She's down.
Ooh.
Journey has been hit with a special feature of Cataplopus, which is called Death Ray.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
If the saving throw fails by 5 or more, the target instead takes 64 necrotic damage. With your 13, you failed by 3, not 5.
Okay.
Oh my god.
If the target is reduced to 0 hit points in this way, it dies.
I'm dead.
Wait, only if it failed by more than 5?
If it's reduced to 0 hit points, it dies.
I'm dead.
Okay.
Oh, what the fuck?
You all feel a sudden shift in pressure as Poppy's tiny hut activates. Around you, a dome of force is protecting you from Lanati, from these Cataplopus, from everything in the Feywild. You are safe. And Journey is dead.
I cast a healing word on Journey.
It has no effect.
Just in time, Poppy. Why? What's
Fuck.
Journey?
what's happening?
Journey.
It didn't work.
Is she,
I don't know.
is she okay?
Aaron gets down on their knees. His Journey fell. And is just shaking Journey. Journey. Journey.
Is she dead?
We were too slow.
What do we do? I don't have all the ingredients for the.
Can we see outside the hut?
Yes, from outside the hut, Lanati is smiling and nodding. She slowly reaches up into the air and plucks out another Fey bud.
Poppy?
I don't know.
Poppy, climb down from my shoulders, please.
Okay.
What are you doing, Guy?
She can't get away with this.
You can't go out there. No, you have to stay in here, please.
She said she wanted to get one of us. I mean, this is the best we can expect. I mean, if you go out there, I'll go with Guy, but we're going to die.
Please don't leave me.
You all see Lanati turn around. She looks up at the sky, up at the clouds.
Aaron's gonna try to shoot a crossbow bolt at her back.
Can Aaron shoot out of this thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Creatures and objects within the dome when you cast it can move through it freely.
Yeah.
So bolts would
Yeah.
be.
Okay, Aaron's pissed off because she already hated this Lanati thing for making Baby Doran do a pact. And so Aaron grabs a bolt from Diabolo's concoctions, and it's the Raging Red. He's like, "Fuck you, bitch," and she shoots it at Lanati.
Yeah. Yeah, give me an attack.
Angry.
Can I bardically inspire? I'm just trying to support
Yeah.
this outrage. So you get a D8.
19
Yeah.
plus a D8.
Yep.
My
Oh, yeah.
D8 back. 21 to hit.
Yes.
And then they attack everything around them because they're angry. 6 damage.
Okay. Yeah. You all see Aaron, without hesitation, lift up her crossbow and fire it straight into Lanati's back as she's turned away. You see the arrow sink in, and you see those familiar red veins light up all over Lanati, just like it did with Smile Grin. You see her turn around, her eyes glowing brighter than ever before. You see her throw out her hands to either side. Instead of attacking these things with her claws or with her staff or something, she instead raises her hands, and you see this great black tornado around her of all the fog being spun into a vortex. You see these Cataplopus around her begin to shudder and sink as they all die. In the safety of the tiny hut, none of you are affected by whatever she just did. But she is fuming with rage.
Guy's holding his sword, watching all this happening. Ready to move, but clearly kind of intimidated by what he's seeing.
Yeah.
Journey. No. Journey. Journey.
I don't have anything that can fix this. We didn't get the ingredients yet.
I don't think anything's gonna fix this, Poppy.
And then you all see it. What Lenati is looking at, what she was waiting for. There's a sudden ripple in the air, and a shifting in the light, and a quiet pressure from above. And when you look up, your stomach sinks as you see the bottom of a skyland breaking through the clouds, creating a swirling vortex as the null mist trails behind it. 2 more smaller pieces pass through the clouds, racing down faster than the main part, and you hear a distant torrent as that island begins to make contact with the lake, and from it you see a massive black wave mingling with the fog of the mire racing toward you.
How close are we to the entrance to the tower now?
About 1,000 feet.
Still.
Fuck. Poppy, is the thing going to hold?
You see Lenati turn back in slow motion, grinning her wicked sharp teeth up at all of you and says,
Another corpse to harvest?
and disappears.
I'm going to reinforce my magic to make sure that this thing holds.
Okay?
No, he's going to hold his breath.
It says dead on my character sheet.
Oh.
I've never
Dead
seen that before.
journey. It's fucked up, guys. It's real fucked up.
Dorn kind of like holds onto Journey's body and braces himself like on the ground for the wave.
Aaron's on the other side doing the same thing.
You all close your eyes as this gigantic black wave of the lake swallows up the base of the tower, and in seconds it is on you like an avalanche, blocking out anything you could see in the outside world. And for a while you're underwater, never knowing if you're going to come back up or if you'll survive. But after a while, those bubbles clear out. The fog begins to dissipate. Poppy's tiny hut held, but it didn't bring Journey back.
Can we see what island fell?
It's at a great distance. You're not entirely sure, but you did see a structure on there. Part of you thinks it might have been the High Shire, the first Skyland you ever saw, home to humble halflings who spend their days making goods for the mainland.
Like halfling churned butter. How long do bodies last in this game?
Stop.
The coast appears clear. We should keep moving to the tower.
What do we do with Journey?
I can take her body.
So much death.
We can at least give her a proper burial when we return to the surface.
Guy, is it too late to do the Dullahan thing and turn her into an undead like you?
What?
Can you do the thing with the sword and the thing and they come back?
Can you make her Dullahan?
How?
I don't think Journey would want that for herself.
I don't think I want that for Journey.
If we can find all the ingredients, I could try and bring her back, but that's a long shot.
That doesn't instill us with confidence, Poppy.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't
Will it
have
work
anything.
or will it not work if you have everything?
I've never made it before. It's something I learned on lore.
We must move forward, please. We cannot remain in this mire.
We have just seen Poppy's power protect us from that falling island. I think if anyone can do it, it's her. But we have to keep moving.
What are you missing, Poppy?
Halfling churned butter, but I figured I could make that. Dragonfire roasted cacao nibs, and Panderson's perfect pastry flour. Oh, and sugar blended with pixie dust, but I don't even know if we've met a pixie before.
I feel like Journey probably knows some.
I don't know what to do.
I think we need to just go on. That's all you can do in these moments.
Can we keep her with us?
Do we need to if your recipe works?
Yeah.
We can't just leave her here.
It's supposed to restore life to the body.
Okay.
Journey doesn't deserve to be corrupted in this place.
Yeah, you're right.
Aaron, at the mention of corruption, you see those shadows, that fog. They're leaching up from the lake into Journey. The land here is trying to rob Journey of her latent magic, anything she had left. It's trying to siphon it out.
Well, Guy picks Journey up.
Does she... Are there still Fey buds around?
Yes, they're still in her hair.
Hi, Fey buds.
They look a little panicked, but they respond to you.
Do you remember... You saved someone before. Could you do it again?
You see them all cluster up. They seem to be conversing with each other, and they float back to you a couple times and back down to Journey. They seem to be trying something, but nothing's taking.
No.
Keep trying, little guys. We should head for the tower.
You all leaving the hut?
Yeah.
If I leave, it ends.
We have to leave sometime.
You're all exposed to the breeze again and the noise out here. And before long, you're back on that promenade and you're out of the water. You stand before a crumbling castle tower unlike anything you've ever seen. And your senses tingle as you behold the height of this tower, reaching miles above into the clouds. All around here, you see artful spiraling stonework that seems to be coated with a thick layer of melted glass, creating uneven, organic-looking ripples over every surface. Up close, this place looks like a colossal black candle, half melted by some fiery calamity. But further up, you see rigid structure, hard right angles and square spirals of bismite. Some incredible force that ripped through here seems to have imprinted the geometry of bismite into the DNA of this entire tower. You all come to pause under a lamppost bent at hard angles into a square spiral. Ahead of you is an archway leading into the colossal rotunda at the ground floor of the tower. This is it. Dorian, do you have what it takes to lead these people into this tower?
I stop and look back at Guy carrying Ragdoll Journey instead of Poppy, as he usually would. Yeah, it's very macabre and just the desolation of this place, and nothing can be worse than this. And I go towards the door, and I'm going to try to open it.
You all pass under a series of freestanding archways as you approach the gates of the tower, and a glimmer of dim red cloud light reflecting in the glassy edges of the stone all around here. You ascend a massive rise of steps into the tower, and at the top of these steps, you can see that the gates are open. And you can see clear into the heart of this tower, more like a cave than anything else, with angular, glassy stalactites hanging from the ruined ceiling. But the space is so massive that most of it is lost to darkness. You thought the Feywild was dark before, but here you can see nothing.
How do we find our way inside? Once inside?
I can make a little bit of light. I just pull out some spare cloth and just set it on fire, just to kind of as like a makeshift. I tie it to my stick. Make a little
Dorian, that
torch.
was your favorite campus.
We're all making sacrifices here today.
And yeah, not totally necessary, but Doran wants to props it up and wants to make an effort to like shut the gate, basically.
Yeah.
Just to put some separation between that place and where we are now.
You do get some peace of mind from doing that. Those denizens of the Feywild dare not come into this tower.
Is the fog still chasing Journey's body?
Once you kind of lifted her out of it and made it more of like a trouble for the fog. It kind of disconnected a little bit.
Okay.
But if you were to leave her here, she would be converted to corrupted.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. As you all enter this stadium-like rotunda, it feels no different than being outside with its own localized indoor breeze. In the infinite dark overhead, you see gleaming points in the glassy stonework above, like stars in the night sky at some unknowable distance. And in the distance, you see a bonfire. A white bonfire.
Aaron, do you feel up for scoping this out, maybe?
Oh, yeah, sure. Ganymede,
Make a perception check with advantage.
Nat 20.
Motherfucker.
Nice.
Holy shit.
You see a white glowing bonfire just like the one that Huber had built to keep away the denizens of the Fae here. You see something else glimmering far beyond that white bonfire, something silvery in the distance that seems to morph its shape, almost like water suspended in midair.
I relay this to Doran and the rest of the group. I don't know what it is.
We should be safe at the bonfire, should we not?
I suppose anything that's near it would at least not be the same nature as Lanati or anything similar. Yeah.
That's good enough for me.
And the closer you get, Doran, the more you can see the overhead skylight, if you want to call it that. In the center of this rotunda, looking straight up, you see a giant circular hole in the ceiling of this room. And from that hole are dangling great vines and great woody tree trunks that are reaching down. Your only path up to the next floor is climbing all of these roots and vines that hang down through this hole. But it's over 100 feet up, and it's a tough climb. Those roots reach down to close to where this bonfire is. Good place to take a rest if there was any.
We should gather our strength.
Okay.
You all sit down by the bonfire in solemn silence. And after about 2 minutes pass, Journey begins to cough.
Sorry.
Some good cough,
I-
Foley.
Doran jumps.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What's happening?
Journey? Journey, are you there?
What happened?
Are you alive?
I don't know.
You all hear, through the near darkness, through the shadows, a single word. Bonjour.
Oh,
What? Wait.
You can see just barely on the edge of darkness here a tangled mass of bones, standing 8 feet tall, holding a hulking scythe in each hand. Each weapon composed of cobbled tarsals and femurs. Stepping into the light of the bonfire,
guy draws his sword.
you see his arms go up, entirely made of bone. It looks like a bone amalgam, a bone colossus, some kind of bone elemental.
Halt, Bone Man.
You see 2 hands go up. Those scythes disappear, almost as if thrown behind him. And when they do, those scythes turn into great wings of bone that curl behind his back. And you hear, Bonjour. I am Tibio Femel. I am the servant of the underworld. Please do not be afraid of my countenance. And enjoy this melody I have prepared for such occasions. Bonjour. Hello. From the other side. You must be thinking, who is this guy? I'm Tibio Femur, and I'm here to say your death will arrive on another day.
No, I'm not the Grim Reaper. I'm more of a keeper of spirits and souls who wish to go deeper. A servant and guide for those who have died, and my duty is always for peace. Now you know who I am, but know also I'm glad that yourself and myself could meet.
That's so good.
What the?
I am so sorry that you had to come so far through such horrible things as the Feywild here. The least I can do is bar your friend's soul from leaving you so soon.
Wait, you just brought Journey back?
No. She was not gone. Not yet. Her spirit remain with you because it desires to do so.
Oh,
Journey, you're back. I hug her leg.
Are we sure I'm not dead? Because this is really weird.
You definitely died and I couldn't bring you back and
If there is anyone who can guarantee you are not dead, it is me.
Well, thank you. I think.
Yes.
Make no mistake, this is a traumatic transaction. We will need to do some talking.
All right.
More Fey bargains.
No, I am not from the Fae, though. I grew up in the Fernglade.
Right.
I see. Guy sheaths his sword.
You've done a wonderful thing, Tibio. Thank you very much. We have went through a lot recently and are just trying to escape this place.
Oui?
Do we know that name? Have we heard your name before?
I do not know. I am not exactly famous.
Ship.
Oh, yeah. I think we met a friend of yours,
Oh, did you?
Uli.
The hungry one, yeah.
Ulinis? Indeed, she is my friend. We are friends.
And there was a minotaur as well.
Dave Hackbone! Also, we are friends.
Wow.
They're looking for you.
Yes, I take responsibility for this. It is my fault. I come to the Feywild of my own volition.
Why?
yeah. Why are you here in this tower?
I was looking for a soul, a friend of mine who died. I was trying to find answers, and the answers lied in Bismite. And the story of Bismite starts here. It's okay.
Yeah, Journey. Just let it all out.
Take your time.
Aaron pats them on the back.
You want some water?
Yeah, please.
We might have heard a bit of this story of a king who ruined his kingdom and this tower, I believe,
We
created the Bismite.
This hag called Lenati taught him how to drain the power. Do you know her?
I have held Lanati, but my familiarity is lacking. However, this place, what happened here, I have seen it. I have communed with the bones of the deceased here. I know what happened to this place.
Can you tell us more?
It's difficult to intimate. I wish I could show you what is in my mind.
I mean, the best thing we can do is jars, right?
Giles?
John?
Hey, you're doing really good. You're doing really good.
Before I finished saying that word, I was like, they're going to make fun of me.
Hubert, do you have any?
Who the fuck is this guy? I mean, I certainly appreciate what you've done here, but how do you have the power to determine life and death?
I'm not going to question it.
Tibio shrugs.
Journey's back.
I mean, he did sing a song about it. Did you miss that? Or
The song seemed pretty
I
self-explanatory.
was a little shell-shocked, to be honest.
Maybe he'll... Tibio, would you do it again, just so Hubert remembers? Maybe?
Sure, let's...
yeah, one more time for us.
Yeah. I came here looking for my friend Emily, but his soul did not pass through La Porte de Nuit. It did not
move on. And now I understand. The creature that took his life also took his soul.
Yikes.
This thing, this creature, it does not represent death. It is imprisonment, slavery.
This creature that took your friend's soul, what do you know about it?
It is a collector, a strange, blue-eyed creature that grows in power with every foe it faces. It knows everything they know. It can do everything they can do.
It's the blue eyes.
The blue-eyed man.
And you've been tracking this creature?
Unsuccessfully?
Didn't Lenati say that she was a collector?
She ate them.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we don't. We should maybe think about that later. I'm sorry.
Did she kill me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing we could do.
Well, technically, her weird undead bowls killed you, I think.
She told them to. We couldn't do anything.
She wanted me to die. I'm sorry. Go on.
It's okay. It's okay if you need to process. So much of this is so heavy.
We don't have a lot of time.
Tibio gets near you and he says, "You need sometimes to make time." And Tibio touches your hand.
And it falls off.
And it falls off.
Falls right off. Just crackles.
Falls right off.
How many HP do I have?
We're going to put you at 1.
Dope.
Can I make another bread and butter for her?
Yes, give me 1 moment though.
Okay.
I mean, I think we need a minimum like 3 bread and butters per.
Why can't you just keep making them?
I just hand out a stack of bread to everyone.
She's got like just a giant sandwich, bread and butter, bread and butter, bread and butter, bread and butter.
Journey's like, I'm
nervously
so
just
full.
like, that's truly my ideal meal.
Yeah.
It's a cantrip puppy, but you're still limited by the proficiency. That's how it,
Oh,
how
that's
it
right. I
balances
can only
out.
do 3.
Yeah,
Got it.
I could see John's mind working there.
John doesn't know
Infinite
the parameters.
healing loop. Yeah.
John doesn't know the parameters.
John doesn't know the parameters. He's just public static main void out here.
John can get bent. Okay,
That was a Java joke for John. That was special for John right there.
that was
right.
special.
Sorry, John.
right.
I'm not actually mad at you.
If we want to play D&D a little bit more, here we go. Journey, when Tibio touches your hand, you immediately feel tears streaming down your face. First, there's an overwhelming sensation of belonging, of pure, unbiased love flowing out from Tibio. Then a powerful feeling of connection like this was your own brother. There's something going on here. Something more powerful than the Feywild itself that is binding you to Tibio. And then you finally see what Tibio saw. In their final moments, the Autumn Court stood in this very stadium, all gathered for some massive reverence ceremony with the king, the Autumn King, standing in the middle of all of this. And as his subjects rise and praise his name, he draws the magic from their bodies, and in an instant, murders his entire kingdom for his own gain. And Journey, you feel some new power swelling inside you. Tibio steps back. Oh, I felt something so strong. What the... This Lenati, that's who I saw. A dark, hag creature.
Yeah, and I saw what you said happened here. The king killed them all. He stole everything.
They were destroyed so that he could become powerful.
And she does the same thing.
Oui.
I let it happen.
No. You all deceived.
My whole family.
You all deceived. Tibio kind of looks at the rest of you and he says, do not allow this. She was deceived.
This Fey court, they call themselves royalty. They are capable of powerful deception, Journey. You cannot blame yourself.
I wish it was that easy.
It's not easy, but you must press on.
When you think something's been the only thing you've known most of your life, it's pretty hard to change. So you don't need to figure it all out today. I'm just glad you're back. And Aaron squeezes Journey's leg.
Glad you're back too. I don't know what we would have done without you.
Yeah, we would have been really screwed without you and your bow and arrow.
It was Johnny, is that correct?
Yeah, you can call me Journey.
When you saw what I saw, and then you hear, and I saw it too, that was crazy fucked up. You must have seen the consequences. And he points to that silvery blob beyond the bonfire here. He says, when the magic was wielded here, when the power traded hands between the people and the Autumn King, there was destruction to the weave. A rift was torn, and I cannot close it by myself. It is fortunate in some way that you all showed up here, because I need some help. I need to destroy a curse, and I'm hoping that at least one of you can help me give it all you got.
What does that entail exactly?
Well, if you're anything like Uli, a whole lot of boom.
Oh, I don't know. I just make cookies.
I think you've got the boom in you.
Closing this rift, what does it do? How does that help anything?
It heals the world. So much of the blight that is inflicted upon this land here, it is due to this. And he gestures towards that silvery blob. Not all of it, but this land can begin to heal should we close it.
Things are quite bad out there.
Did it help us on our way up the tower?
No. It would not. It would not affect your lives ever again if you were to leave this place as it is.
No, I get it. It's like backseat. We gotta fix things. We gotta give back. We're part of this world and we have to give back to it.
No. You don't have to. But you can.
And for what it's worth, I think this would be a blow against Lanati.
You help Journey. I'll help you. I'll do whatever I can.
I'll help too.
I don't have a lot to give, but anything I have.
You have my help as well.
And my axe.
Show us what we gotta do.
Thank you. But for now, we can rest and eat some moss. And he pulls out like a bag full of, just a plastic baggie full of moss.
Oh, no.
Are those drugs?
You're supposed to smoke that.
I can make something better.
Plebeian.
But I'll use the moss as an ingredient.
He tosses it to you. And I think with that, we will end it right here.
What the fuck?
It's a freeze frame of
Baking cliffhanger.
Yeah. I have a plastic baggie full of moss. Thank you all so much for listening. I am Tim, your GM.
I'm Hannah playing Aaron.
Ooh, baby. I'm Tara and I'm Journey and I'm not dead.
She's back, baby.
Anymore.
I'm Thomas, and I'm Guy.
I'm John. I Doran.
I Maggie and I Poppy.
I hate it.
Please share the show with people you love. And and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Actually, hold on. Wait. Stop. If you're listening, don't pause it yet. Don't turn it off.
Oh, God.
We got to do shouts. We have actual Patreon subscribers now. We have people who love us, and we want to love them back. So I'm just going to run down maybe not love them back. Sorry about that.
From afar with
From afar.
gratitude.
Yes. Okay, great. With appropriate emphasis.
With nice solid boundaries.
Anyway, our Patreon subscribers. Paul. Thanks, Paul.
Woo, Paul.
We got Kian D. We got Dana D. We got Michael R. We got Frosty11534.
Spicy.
5?
And Peter.
We have 6?
Yes.
That's insane.
Of course, shouts always to Andy and Allie, to Robert, to Anna, to Zachariah, to our moms and dads and parents and guardians and guardians and friends and lovers.
To
And
my
coworkers.
sister who only watches the little clips.
Yes.
Still love it.
Who might someday hear this.
Who maybe will someday listen to this episode.
Also, Paul, check your DMs.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Paul, we've been trying to get to you on Instagram and Patreon. Please check your DMs so we can send you some shit
We've been trying to reach you.
regarding your car's extended warranty. All right, we should end it there before I go too far. All right,
Our Patreon subscribers have touched us, and we want to touch them.
all right, and we're out.
Let me touch you.